answered that question, and then they were like, yeah, y'all are just so stupid and y'all are just lazy and don't come here and come and explain to us how things are. I said, you see, that's your problem right there. Then they claimed that I'm not in South Africa, that I literally had to go and speak Afrikaans. So I started speaking Afrikaans, and I said to him, listen here, in Afrikaans, if I wasn't in South Africa, I can tell you exactly where I was born, how long I've been here. I've never left this country. The only time I left this country is when we were doing something for the governor of Congo. And it was when I was in entertainment, taking musicians there because I was the publicist and bringing them right back home. We overnighted in that country, and I brought my people right back because the condition in that specific country is not something that we are used to here in South Africa. We even had to take our own food, our own water, because we were going there for a construction development that the governor of Congo was hosting. So they were busy building, and they brought all of the South African people to come and host that event. So if we are so lazy, why is it that other countries are calling us to come and host events for them and bring our food to their countries? Why are they not using their locals
It's
to
just
host an event
projections.
like
They
that?
know that we're not lazy. Obviously, they need to actually call us names, but they know that we are not lazy. I was raised by a hardworking man. I'm the woman that I am today. I mean, I've seen my father working. I think we've had this discussion that the people that are working, the workforce in South Africa is black South Africans. So these people, in fact, it's actually a waste of time to say, oh no, guys, we're not lazy. Yada, yada, yada. They can, I mean, sometimes when they say we are
the stats are even there in Tabi that, I mean, they can just go and Google which country in Africa has the highest number of black middle class. It's South Africa. So how do you call those people? Yes, it's just a stupid banter. You know, to make themselves feel better. But
actually, and also in terms of the numbers,
I want to talk then go down, please. Let me just talk and go down, please.
Okay, talk.
Very good. Yeah, fine. By the way, if you think you don't find Nigerians working with you, that simply means you're not working in their level. You're working below their level.
If you're gonna talk shit here,
That is one. No, that's not shit.
exactly are
That's
they
one.
working, guys? Because most of us are
You're
here.
working. You're working in a slave level.
Wait.
Where are they working,
working
my
in the boss
brother?
level.
Where in South Africa?
Entabi, he wants
Why
to
are you
become
crying?
relevant. It's nothing. You know, a
Where
weak
in
man
South Africa?
is actually a weak man. You know, a weak man who always want to boost the ego of nothing. You know, he's saying he's not in the level. How can you be in level but you can't even build Makoko? Come on, man. You can't be on the
So
same
my
level. You
thing
can't
is
argue
this.
with those people, man.
But
Yes,
They don't
Sometimes
even in construction, for example, there's so many regulations. They don't even understand safety, for example. They don't even follow anything.
It's one of
Most
the
of their
major,
buildings they
major
collapse. They collapse.
Yeah,
Most of their
we wouldn't-
buildings.
That is why South African constructions are it's so difficult. Women in construction
Yes.
complain about red flag every day. We've had round table discussions with the minister year after year after year after year.
Exactly.
And we still not managed to get past the red flag. Because if a construction site can collapse and you have not met the measures or you have not met the criteria, there is major consequences for that. And let alone the funding that comes through. I mean, those kind of aspects is like literally, guys, construction is, it's such a lucrative space to go in as a woman, but the amount of red flag is exhausting. I tell you, with
You're
all
right.
our projects, I don't know how many times I've had to run to municipality, and it gets to a point where that's where corruption creeps in, because now you've got all of the staff ready, you've got everything ready, the funding, there must always be something that will stop you from getting it done. Then we have this question from the public.
My sister, in Nigeria, they just once they design, they just build without even, there's no environment of anything that they check. There's no safety of anything. There's no
There's so
safety
much.
file. You just build. You understand?
My God,
That's why I'm saying to you that, that's why I'm saying that the gentleman who said we're not on the same level, I mean, he's right. We're not. How can we be on the same
No,
level?
we're not
It's
on
like
the
you are
same
an
level.
elephant. You want to fight with a dog, a puppy. Come on.
And then they always want to bring, the funny
The
thing is then they
Chihuahua.
want to bring them Zungus in. Yeah, them Zungus know how to do things proper. Them Zungus know. Yes, okay, I do agree to a certain point. I don't give them Zungus credit for everything because at the end of the day, your architects, your geologists, your quantity surveyors, all of these
Your
guys,
civil engineers,
we've got
town
different
planners.
a lot of those people, and you know what the funny thing is, the one thing that I did learn in construction, that the Afrikaans people hold a lot of money when it comes to funding, a lot of money. And the one advantage that you do have as a black woman, if you my color, if you're dark skinned and you walk into, always do yourself a favor when you have Mzungus in a construction, if you a female in construction, when you have a Mzungu that is part of that meeting, don't say a word if you know Afrikaans. Try and find out, suss out what the situation is and listen to them, because the assumption is that you don't.
Guys, why did you mute her? Guys, don't mute people. Unmute yourself, Diva.
Sorry, that I was saying that stand closer to the Afrikaans Mzungus, because at the end of the day you'll find out things that you barely know. And with dark-skinned girls that know how to speak Afrikaans, that's the one thing that I learned in construction, that you go closer to them, because if you know the enemy, you'll know how to control whatever comes your way. So I filtered it through in that aspect to say, oh, okay, so this is what happens. Oh, okay, and then
Sorry, Diva. Bantu, I see the warning there. Did you see it?
No, he's just
Yes,
somebody
I
trolling
see.
us on the comment section. He's just trolling. Yes.
So I was like I slowly, and I was starting to learn things that I didn't know. And then I was always very eager because I know how to speak Afrikaans, and I speak Afrikaans very fluently, and I understand Afrikaans very fluently. Even to draft up a business proposal or to do a presentation in front of funders, I'm very good with that. So I was like, oh, you know what? Don't make them know, because my partner was from KZN and she was English and Zulu speaking. Like, that's all that she understood. So I was like, oh, okay, I sussed this thing, because when they say 100% black owned, they figuring that, oh, okay, they saw my partner. I also put on a weave and I dress up. And if you see me, before I even open my mouth, you'll assume that I'm black. Do you understand? So going into presentations, I always make them start talking, listen to what they say, and then I surprise them by presenting in Afrikaans. Then they are like gobsmacked, because now they've just told some of the things that they shouldn't have spoken in the first place.
Now I don't have time to listen to Banababa Louis. These people are birthed by witches. Their mothers are witches. That's why they come here and want to provoke us and want to come and tell us nonsense. Where do you get the audacity to come and tell us about our taxes, about our corruption, about our government, while your state is in a mess? And you are a man that is talking proudly and talking down on a country that has graves of people that fought for this country, people that liberated this country. For this country to be where it is, people had to die. No South African is in another country running away from this country. South Africans are loyal to South Africa no matter where they are in the world. They are loyal to South Africa, and they will always remember home. We don't turn back our backs to our country. That's not who we are as South Africans. Bona, they go out and leave their countries, leave their parents. When they are there in the foreign countries, who is burying their parents? Who is taking care of their parents? They leave their parents like dogs, and they want to come here and act big. Come on, people. These people are born by witches. They are heartless, they are cold, they are inconsiderate. So I'm not going to subject myself to these people, because they do not want to hear what you have to say. No matter how you will put it to them, but they will still find a way to gaslight you. So I am tired of being subjected to this. I don't know, I don't want to insult, but people, ke baloyi, bana ba baloyi, abache.
Ratatatatata.
You know, I love how he said, I don't wanna swear after Argimana Babaloi, like, but that is long ago.
Kim ratata. He's standing on business. Ke makhalimela mara enong the way ba seleka ka teng a sa khona lo khalima because ba tina batho ba, you know.
Yeah, you need to teach me some of those Batina stuff and the Muloi stuff. I sometimes I say the wrong words and I'm like, oops, okay, what did that mean? And then I blame it on being